The time to rep the people is now. The time to align with the people is now. The time to stop distinguishing yourself and your group of people from the ultimate people is now. The time to separate all of the people, me, you, him, her, neighbor, brother, sister, congregate of citizens, from corporation, minimal, elitist, few, male, white, egotistical, sadistic maniacs is now. People versus system. And this is going to hurt a lot of niggas' heads because some of us are in so much alignment with the system that we've taken their notion that the people are the problem. Any incident, let's go any incident you can think of. They always individualize it and detract us from corporate conspiracy. For example, JFK at first is just a random person, random act of atrocity. MLK, that's one Muslim, that's another citizen issue. 9/11, that's more so a citizen thing until we find out a little more evidence about the conspiring done behind the scenes. But when they purport it, no matter what it is, coronavirus, random citizen individual eating fucking bat soup, we always direct the problem towards the individual. No longer, because we starting to realize most of these problems, most of these societal norms, the reason why we're so divided is because of the corporations perpetuating this shit. Now it's time to break the mental matrix. The first step to us getting together, and granted, some of us are already doing it. Some of us actually have interracial relationships. Some of us actually try and make a conscious effort at understanding the black plight, or the white plight, or the brown plight, or the yellow plight. But we're talking about, for the most part, generalizations. Black people in black inner city communities, do we make a conscious effort at understanding white folks and why they look at things the way they do, getting an understanding? Not for the most part. White folks, and this is for you in particular, because as black folk in America, the minority, we have no choice but to experience white America. At some point, if we go through this system, the black people having a white experience is a mandate. Now, white people, on the other hand, not so much. We're reduced to these inner city constructs. We have a different construct on our head that we're fighting against the system that varies from your construct that you're fighting. It's a little bit different on the basis of skin. However, we're still fighting the same system. White folks, y'all don't have to deal with black folks in y'all reality. So your reality of a black folk is perpetuated through media. So how do you beat this mental matrix that told you black people were loud, ignorant, violent, and whatever Fox News Laura Ingraham racist ass told you? How do you prevent that mental matrix? Wean away from media. You don't have to buy into what the media says. Because the media says it doesn't make it true, look up who funds them. Look up the billionaires who fund them. See if they're moral. See if they have a scrupulous nature. See if you value their principles as far as how they moved in the 1900s, 1800s. Just follow their bloodline to see if they have your intentionality. Because this is what we do when we back corporate ideology. When you see black people protesting, you see white folks generally blaming the black folks protesting. When we're talking about police injustice, police brutality, racial disparity, economic, there's so many reasons to pull race. If you're a white person right now and you think racism doesn't exist, then that is exactly your white privilege. Because you don't have the understanding of black folk, brown folk, to even actualize or visualize the privilege that you have. Me saying you got privilege, that's not me saying you are the reason for my problem. That's a byproduct. If somebody creates a system of racism and gives you privilege from it, I know that you didn't create this system that gave you privilege. I'm just calling out the privilege, player. Don't get hurt. This video ain't for niggas who finna get hurt, but hurt. If you are one of those people who fucking hurt when I say white privilege, this shit ain't for you. You ain't really with the connection. Your mental matrix is so clusterfuck that you can't even get past words like saying white people have white privilege. Or black people, you can't get past words like saying all white people ain't racist. All white people don't hate. These matrices that I don't even know if that's how you say it, matrices, I don't know. These belief systems that we chose to inherit and take have stagnated us from that connection and now got us blaming each other. You see Trayvon Martin incident, you got people saying Trayvon was the reason why he died. Rather than a system perpetuating Trayvon as a gangster or a thug when he's 16 and unarmed. Now, granted, look, white people, how they took the Trayvon situation, I couldn't believe it. But at the end of the day, now I'm starting to understand you guys have been brainwashed to look at black people as threats and violent. So now I can understand why you look at Trayvon like a threat even when he's unarmed. Still nonsensical to me, but I understand your manipulation. They manipulate y'all the same way they manipulate us, just in a different way. They manipulate us. Bad habits, BET, Kool-Aid, processed food, ignorance, violence, money, bitches, drugs, sex. This is how we get indoctrinated by the system, black folk. They got us chucking and jiving. I'm telling you, we all in the matrix, is just a different form in which they indoctrinate us on. White folks, now you guys are starting to see with this coronavirus shit how your rights can be infringed upon. Black folks, please let them protest about the rights that they're being infringed on, that they feel are being infringed. The same way when we protest about our rights being infringed, we don't want them saying, oh, they're just pulling the race card. Those are two niggas not trying to not understand. When you hop on they protest and say, oh, they're just idiots with guns and they're protesting COVID for no reason, that's your ignorance. And them going and saying, oh, they're just mad pulling the race card. These are the ignorant niggas, white, black, whatever color, that are not going to come together. The motherfuckers who have to try to get an understanding. Now, granted, I'm not going to support your white ass if you put Robert E. Lee. And they not going to support your black ass if we celebrating killing white folks. Which we don't, but I'm just giving an example. It's hard to find examples in the black folks of terror with the white folks, because we ain't shown a history of doing that shit. But in the other way around, you see it so high that you have to understand why black people look at police a certain way. Why black people are reticent to trust white people. The history, the stats are there. So once we get an understanding, once we, okay, I have on the paper, meet each other, communicate. If you don't know black folks and you have an opinion about black folks, you're just stupid. Or even if you do know some black folks, I have 3 black friends, and want to base the general black folk on your 3 black friends, you're ignorant. Don't be bound by your own perception. Always be willing to change your perception. Another person you meet can prove you wrong about that demographic. The citizens, now, being a byproduct, you have fucked us over. We have fucked each other over. We have fucked each other over as byproducts. Like, okay, the system perpetuates racism. Now you have Southern Confederates who want to lynch Negroes or look at us as inferior. So that's a byproduct. And those people we may never get. Some people are so in belief to the indoctrination that we're inferior and less than. I'm not talking to you white folks. I'm not talking to you white folks who feel like we're just that and we're totally different. There's nothing going to bring us together. Not talking to you. I'm not talking to the black folks who say, hey, the white man. When I say the white man, I say the corporation. That's what y'all got to get. Peep my context too. A lot of y'all white folks get hurt when I say the white man. But I'm talking about the origin and the essence of our structure. The European created it. If you get hurt by that, so what? Change the channel, nigga. But, so, we really have to realize that even the hateful whitey that has been created is a byproduct of a small conglomerate of niggas who's all of our attack. We can eliminate that hateful whitey from being created. We can eliminate the ignorant black unwilling to seek information motherfucker from being created if we change the paradigm, eliminating this structure. How do we eliminate this structure? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like Kanye told Sway, I ain't got all the motherfucking answers, but I do know it starts with a unified front of citizens. I know it starts with me not saying, hey, white folks, they gonna be on that side. I'm rocking with my black folks. Let's get it. Or white folks saying, hey, the Negroes are gonna be over there. Not care. It doesn't suit you. It doesn't suit us no better to be divided. So we got to start thinking when you're Republican, firm, and you hate Democrats now. Now Democrats are libtards. Or you're a Democrat and now all Republicans are retarded. I've done it before. So I'm calling former me out. But that's a clear divide. We have to knock these labels of Democrat, Republican. What it means to be white, what it means to be black. We got to unlearn. I love the Derek Grace. Shout out to Derek Grace. The unlearn and relearn mantra of unlearning all of the bullshit and relearning that, hey, everybody ain't unscrupulous out here. Everybody ain't immoral. The same people violating your constitutional rights are violating their constitutional rights. I can shake hands and meet a motherfucker that's Republican. I'm down for it. Call me. We got disagreements. White folk. Call me. I'm with the shits. If you not with that shits, then you're not with the Citizens United. You're with whatever defends your own existence. So you're biased. So you might be with the black folks just because you're black, or you might side with the white folks. That narrow frame of thought that we've inherited, we might be with that, but we have to think broader and beyond, because as a collective, they coming for our ass, baby. As a 99%, this 1% is coming for our ass. And they're coming at some of us, in my opinion, harder than others. They always get at us differently. They look at this and fear it and attach insubordination. They attach things to this to make them want to attack us hard. But white folks, they're attacking y'all too. They don't care about your opinion. This whole COVID shit, have they asked for citizens' opinion? For us to be back in NBC, CNN, all these billionaire major corporate, WHO, CDC, they're giving us impositions, telling us what to do. So this should show you who is on your side. Even the independent researchers who disseminate information, you know they're not backed by corporations. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Shout out to Dr. Shiva. Shout out to Andrew Kaufman. Independent disseminators of information. Shout out to Rizza Islam. Shout out to a lot of independent thinkers who go on their platform and risk everything. They have nothing to gain but scrutiny from billionaire elitists when they come and tell you the truth about COVID or the truth about what's going on behind the scenes. And for us as the masses to jump on the mainstream corporate bandwagon when we know they're not for us, when we know they perpetuate our divide, we got to stop. We have to stop. Phase 1 is Citizens United. Breaking that mental matrix, getting rid of these labels that divide us. Corporate weaning, meaning stay away from news and stay away from their industry and if we can buy citizen, I'm going to buy black. I'm going to make a conscious attempt to buy black. But if I can't buy black, I'm going to buy citizen. That means not Walmart. Not these corporations that fuck up mom and pop industry. That's where our dollar is being back given to this corporation that is literally controlling us. We have to interact and meet. Don't be scared because I'm a black man. Nigga, I'm cool. Nigga, we are the shit. White folks, if y'all don't know, we are the shit.